match sim for us?
Yeah, well, we've been doing a fair bit of match play for a while, the boys, and I think it's been really well documented that we've been training really well, and the guys came back in super shape. So nothing new, but yeah, just building obviously the duration of match play, I suppose, and yeah, today was that extension of that.
Is it almost? How do you judge it when you see someone like Riley come up with the bloody head?
Riley O'Brien, yeah. Oh yeah, like he's a fierce competitor. I mean, that's just football, I suppose. Yeah. Nothing really to worry about. He came back on and he was fine. So yeah, it was fine. I haven't seen Riley just as yet, so yeah, I'm not too sure.
How did you go with the new rules? I understand that the umpires
Yeah, nothing different. Yeah, didn't notice any change in the way anyone was playing out there, so that was fine.
What about the mark, sort of the area?
Yep.
Was there any sort of difference in making sure you get the man up?
We must have done a pretty good job at it because there was no 50s or anything paid, so yeah. Yeah, maybe. I think the game was pretty free flowing anyway, but yeah, as I said, didn't find any notice in the game.
How happy are you to be with the main group now?
Yeah, it's good to be back. I mean, it was a little bit unfortunate that I was unable to train, but they were the circumstances that I was dealt, and yeah, it's nice to be back around the group and getting stuck back into it. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit sore and tired now, but yeah, I'll be sure I'll be fine.
What were you able to do at home?
Yeah, the club were fantastic. They dropped some stuff in the driveway, and I was able to get some training in, and then I headed up to Sydney with the women's team and completed a little bit of a run around with them as well. So I was still able to stay pretty active before returning last Saturday. So I didn't miss too much volume, but yeah, missed enough the way these guys are training at the moment, for sure.
Do you think that you'll continue to be involved in the away trips for the women's team?
I'm not too sure. I hope so. I think it's something that I'm really enjoying and loving being a part of. They're a super passionate group, and you know, I'm loving working with them, and obviously really grateful for the opportunity to work with such a great side and coaching staff. So as I said, I'm really enjoying it and watching them play some great footy, and you know, I think it's going to be quite an exciting year for them.
So is coaching something you're looking to do more of in the future then?
Yeah, potentially. I'm still, my main focus is making sure I contribute to the men's team and the program here and help these guys develop and progress their footy careers. But yeah, it's certainly something I'm enjoying, and as I said, the girls are an awesome bunch to be a part of. Yeah, I think they're just the sort of cards you get dealt these days and where we're living at the moment. But you know, as I said, there was a lot more people doing it a lot tougher than we are, and so you have a little bit of perspective, I suppose. It's probably a good thing.
Kids at home keep busy?
Yeah, they are. You know, my wife Courtney was throwing a little curveball there, but she's obviously done an amazing job and we're fine, and you know, made it a lot easier for me and them. But yeah, it's you know, I love being at home with my kids. Yeah, that's for sure.
Just, touching on training stuff, you mentioned just how fit the boys are.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can put your finger on as to why they're noticeably fitter this year compared to last?
Oh, getting a few more pre-seasons under your belt's obviously important, and we had an extended off-season, and guys weren't obviously able to disperse and go home or go away, and so a fair amount of them stuck together and trained together. We finished last. Fair bit of motivation comes from that, I'm sure, but also pressure for spots. You know, there's so many little factors that go into it, which obviously is creating you know, some fierce footy at the moment, and some guys are in really good shape. So yeah, there's a numerous amount of factors, I suppose. Yeah. 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 Well, yeah, and that's great. You know, James Riley's come in and provided you know, a great amount of learning and teaching for our group, and they're really enjoying his tutelage, and Matty Wright's also doing an amazing job with the forwards down there as well. So you know, there's a lot of competition for spots, which you'd like, and you know, these are the opportunities like today where they can put their best foot forward. So yeah, we're not sure what that mix will look like, but that's what the practice games will sort it all out from there. Well, the best mix, yeah, they both certainly can play together. and perform really well. And the best mix will come from the guys that perform and gives us the best chance to win. So we don't know that right now. We'll have to wait and see with obviously the early practice games, but then obviously the early rounds of the year, and I think it'll be ever evolving. It's the best mix we want to have, in the important games later in the year, and I think it's always evolving and changing. So, game by game, we'll just see.
How's Jimmy going after his injuries?
Yeah.
He's in the midfield today.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of a soreness, but he's swimming to go back straight back in.
Yeah, he's fine. It's great to have him back out there, and he's been obviously building for a while now, and really important player for us. So, if you watched the majority of the match team today or the match play, he obviously played a pivotal role. So, it's an important player to have back in our mix for sure.
How important are these matches leading into the real stuff?
It's just a part, obviously, of the training. I'm sure most clubs are entering this space. But the games will roll around pretty quickly now, which is also exciting for the group too. You do a fair amount of pre-season training and running, and this is what we're here for. So it's nice for sure.
It's probably nice having a physical presence as well. It seemed like it was not much left wandering out.
That's footy, and as I said, the guys are certainly enjoying the fact that we're able to play a lot more match play, and as I said, the duration's lifting in that capacity, and we keep playing that way. We get a little bit more time out there rather than running laps around the oval, so that's good fun.